Bundesliga VfL Bochum vs Union Berlin prediction, team news, lineups preview. VfL Bochum will be aiming to avoid successive defeats when they host Union Berlin in the Bundesliga on Saturday. The visitors, meanwhile, ended a winless streak of 16 matches in all competitions to move out of the relegation zone last weekend. Match preview. Bochum, on the other hand, were defeated for just the fifth time in the Bundesliga this season. Thomas Lech's side were outclassed by Hoffenheim in a 3-1 victory for the home side. Hoffenheim had led 2-0 at half-time through Erhan Masavic's own goal and Andre Krameric's strike. Elias Bibu sealed all 3 points for his side by scoring with 14 minutes of normal time remaining, before Goncalo Paciencia snatched a consolation goal for the visitors in the last minute. There is certainly no reason for Lech and his players to panic, as they had only tasted defeat in one of their previous 7 matches. However, ahead of this weekend's action, only Mainz 05 have won fewer matches than Bochum's tally of 2 victories from 14 matches. As such, it is little surprise that they find themselves only 3 points clear of the relegation zone before facing Union Berlin on Saturday. Falling to another loss would actually see their opponents leapfrog them in the table on goal difference. The Iron Ones will certainly travel to Bochum with greater confidence than they would have done a few weeks ago. A dismal run of 13 defeats and 1 draw ultimately meant that Urs Fischer's hugely successful era came to an end last month, with former Dinamo Zagreb boss Nenad Jelika replacing him in the managerial dugout. His opening league game could scarcely have gone any better, with Union Berlin running out 3-1 winners against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the capital. Kevin Volland's dispatched penalty gave them a narrow lead at halftime. Before goals from Benedikt Hollerbach and Mikkel Kaufmann sealed their side's first win in any competition since late August. After drawing against Braga in the Champions League in Jelika's first match in charge, Union Berlin required an unlikely victory against Real Madrid on Tuesday to remain in European competition. A win would have been enough to move above Braga into third spot, which results in dropping down to the Europa League in the new year. Once again, Volland had given his side a miraculous lead at the Olympia Stadion, but Joselu's brace turned the match on its head after the break. Alex Kral gave the hosts hope by equalizing with 5 minutes to go. But Dani Ceballos' late winner maintained the 14-time champions' perfect record in this season's competition. As such, Jelika and his players can fully focus on rescuing their side's unexpectedly low league position. Having finished in the top 7 in each of the last 3 seasons, to be sitting outside of the relegation zone on goal difference after 14 matches represents a major fall from grace. The good news is that recent performances suggest an upwards trajectory, with plenty of the campaign still remaining. Team news. Bochum will remain without Michael Esser, Lis Mousset, Ivan Orditz, Mohamed Talba and Noah Loosely due to injury. The quintet will almost certainly not feature until the new year, while Kevin Schlotterbeck is also doubtful due to illness. Lech could reward Paciencia with a starting berth after the former Schalke 04 scored from the bench last time out, while Christopher Anchiaje provides another offensive option to provide more balance in attack for the hosts. Union Berlin, meanwhile, will travel without Daniel Hodoki due to a foot problem. Hungary midfielder Andras Schaefer made his long-awaited comeback from injury by appearing from the bench against Gladbach. But it is likely to be too soon for him to start matches at this stage of his recovery. Having finally ended their mammoth winless run of matches last time out in the Bundesliga, it would be a surprise if Jelika made any alterations to his starting 11 from that victory. His only change against Real in midweek was bringing in Paul Jekyll to switch to a back 5. So Hollerbach should regain his place on the flank after scoring on his second league start for the club. VfL Bochum possible starting lineup: Riemann, Gamboa, Masavic, Bernardo, Wittek, Losilla, Osterhage, Asano, Stoger, Anchiaje, Paciencia. Union Berlin possible starting lineup: Ronau, Juranovic, Notch, Leite, Rusia, Kadira, Haberer, Hollerbach, Volland, Gozens, Behrens. We say, VfL Bochum 1-1 Union Berlin. Bochum will sense that they may have missed the perfect opportunity to face Union Berlin, who appear to have benefited from making a change in management. However, the hosts have lost just one of their last 9 league games at Stadion. As such, we can envisage both teams settling for sharing the spoils, which may prove enough to keep both of them outside of the relegation zone depending on results elsewhere. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.